Hi yogis, welcome to your practice today. My name is Julianne with 11 Exhale Yoga Academy. This practice I put together for you is a soul inquiry practice. And what that means is if you're facing a crossroads in life, you have an important decision coming up and you feel conflicted inside, or perhaps you're getting conflicted information from your family, from your loved ones, outside sources, and you just don't know what to do. I'm going to take you through a process so that you can tap in to your own inner guidance, to your own intuition to make that decision. Are you ready? So to move forward, I want to make sure you have a couple of things. I want to make sure that you have a space that you can practice in. Simple yoga mat or a blanket onto the ground is perfect. Besides your yoga mat, the only other thing you'll need is a journal and a pen. Some optional things to have with you: maybe a nice cup of tea or cacao. You could also dab on some essential oils onto your wrists or behind your ears, just making the experience a little bit more luxurious. Once you have your things, you're ready to go. Let's begin in a seated position. You can sit with your legs crossed, bring your hands onto your lap, and then from there, close your eyes, letting you just sink into the space, letting you actively come into the space that you're in. Once your eyes are closed, feel your mat beneath you, feel the ground beneath you, supporting you, taking your weight. And see if you can get taller through the crown of your head, lengthen through your spine even more. And now bring your elbows a little bit more underneath your shoulders. Feel the pressure, the tension drop off your shoulders onto your yoga mat, cycling back into the earth, back into the arms of the divine. And if you're not quite feeling that yet, bring your shoulders up towards your ears, let your shoulders drop back behind. Cycle through a few shoulder rolls, bringing the shoulders up towards the ears, letting your shoulders drop and release back down. And now switch directions. Find stillness within your shoulders. And now begin to connect with your breath. Feel your body's natural breathing. Maybe you place one hand onto your heart, one hand onto your belly. Feel the rise and fall of your belly. Feel the rise and fall of your heart. Feel the rise and fall of your breath. Now begin to consciously create your breath. As you inhale for a count of 1, 2, one more sip, 3. And as you exhale for a count of 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, wonderful. Inhale, 3, 2, 1. Exhale for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale for 4, 3, 2. One more sip. Exhale for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Continue that breath pattern, maybe saying the count within your own mind. Begin to activate a mantra, a phrase, an intention, a way of being. My mind follows my soul. One hand onto your heart, one hand onto your belly, and begin to bring into your mind that choice in life that you're faced with. Maybe it's a crossroad or a decision within a relationship. Maybe it's a decision with your career, knowing if you should take it one direction or another direction, or a complete career change. Maybe it's a decision within your family. Whatever it is, begin to bring it into mind. Get real clear on what this obstacle is, what this decision or crossroads is. As you go through this process today, it's my intention to help you and guide you on finding clarity to your heart's longing, to your soul's happiness. But once you're very clear on what the situation is, let's go ahead and find our first posture. Our first posture will be a butterfly position. If you're sitting onto a pillow or onto a bolster, go ahead and place it over towards the side. You can unite the soles of your feet and let your knees fall open. Get as comfortable as you can here. Your diamond can be as big or as small as you like. To make your diamond smaller, simply bring your heels closer into your groin. If you need it a little bit bigger for more comfort, bring your heels out just slightly. Cup your feet from underneath and get really long through your spine. Adjust and wiggle through your hips. Take a big inhale. And on your exhale, allow your chin to come into your chest and round through your spine. Surrender into the posture. Surrender into gravity. If there's any adjustment you need to make to get more comfortable within this pose, go ahead and make that adjustment now. Encourage yourself to get 5 to 10% more comfortable. With that comfort, bring back to your mind the decision that you're pondering. Knowing that you don't have to be perfect. There's no need to be perfect. Now begin to activate your mind, the logical mind. Asking your logical mind what the pros are of taking choice A, what the pros are of taking choice B. Once you've exhausted the pros, begin to think of the detriments of taking each choice. And stay with the question. If your mind wandered, bring it back to your choices. Logically, what is the right decision? Logically, what are the consequences of both choices? On your next inhale, slowly begin to rise up. Allow your chin to come up last. Place the soles of your feet onto your mat. Knees come up towards the sky. Bring your hands back behind you. Begin to windshield wipe your legs to the left and to the right, to the left and to the right. And just feel the release through your low back. For now, go ahead and grab your journal. As you grab your journal, begin to write down all the insights that you gained logically. Writing down the pros of each choice and writing down the detriments or the cons of each choice. I'll give you space to write that down. If you need more time, be sure to take that time for you. Our next posture we'll move into is child's pose. To come into child's pose, come onto all fours. Bring your hands underneath of your shoulders, knees come directly underneath of your hips. And then begin to push your hips back towards your heels. Walk your hands forward. Walk your hands forward so much so that your forehead, the tip of your nose, come down onto your mat. As you come into your child's pose, get as comfortable as you can. Play around with the posture, wiggle in the posture some. If you need to bring your knees wider or closer together, make that option. As you come into your child's pose position, begin to breathe into your heart. Breathing into your heart center, breathing in the color of green, the color of spring. With each in and out breath, you're breathing more love and more life, allowing love and life to flow throughout your body. Ask yourself your heart's desire. What do you know in your heart to be the best decision? The best decision for you. The best decision for the people around you. And checking with your heart. How does your heart feel about this situation? Which path, which fork in the road is your heart leading you towards? On your next breath, go ahead and push yourself back up. As you inhale to rise up, go ahead and take a moment, coming into a seated position, just being with that question, being with your heart for another moment. Go ahead and open your eyes and find your journal, writing down all the insights that came during that time, during that space that you were heart-centered. next posture is called pentacle pose. To come into pentacle pose, lay all the way down onto your back. Begin to extend your legs out wide. Bring your arms out wide so that your arms are at about as 6 o'clock and 12 o'clock or 3 o'clock and 9 o'clock. Have your legs extended out as wide as you can so that you look like a 5-pointed star. Begin to breathe into the space beneath you. Breathe into the ground supporting you, taking your weight. Breathe into the horizon, stretching all the way around, to the north, to the east, to the south, and to the west. Take another breath as you breathe into the ether, the air above you. Believe in unlimited possibilities. And give yourself permission to take up more space, maybe taking your arms wider, your legs wider. Letting your heart expand out even more. As you're in your pentacle pose, in your star pose, begin to check in with your soul, your spirit, sometimes known as your higher self. What insight, what guidance does your higher, your wiser self have for you? Listen without judgment. Allow your mind to follow your soul. Think that you've heard all you need to hear from your soul, get more curious. Dig for more insight, more wisdom. What decision would your higher, wiser self make? Your wiser self makes decisions not based on fear, based on evolution, allowing you to grow and to flourish. We can make decisions out of love, or we can make decisions out of fear. Our higher self is choosing to make that decision out of love, out of growth. Place the soles of your feet onto your mat, knees come up towards the sky. Bring your knees into your chest, grab onto opposite wrists, forearms, or elbows, and rock from side to side, massaging your spine, the muscles around your spine. Now begin to roll over onto your favorite side, moving into a fetal position. Allow your bottom arm to serve as a pillow, your knees to draw in close. Slowly begin to push yourself up, coming into a seated position, keeping your eyes closed or downcast for a moment. Staying with that experience of connecting with your higher self. Open your eyes just enough to reach for your pen. As you're holding onto your pen, bring it into your non-dominant hand. And for most of us, that's our left hand. As you have your pen in your non-dominant hand, squeeze it tight, activating the non-dominant hand. Now what I want you to do now is grab your journal and begin to journal free-flowing, whatever comes out, using the non-dominant hand to write. As we do this, we're tapping into our subconscious, not judging the information that comes through, just letting it flow without judgment. continue to write until you feel that you have everything out and onto paper. Thank you for going through this experience with me. I hope that you were able to connect with your mind, with your logic, that you were able to connect with your heart center, and also connect with your soul, your higher self. That whatever decision you make, I hope you make it from a place of love, a place of wisdom. It's always my honor, my privilege, and my pleasure to guide you through your moving meditation, through your yoga practice. Namaste, sweet friend.